Hi friends, have a look at my screen and you will see that 24 stocks from micro-cap space gave returns of between 200% to 470% in just 1 year's time. This data is as of April 2024, but the point is that micro-cap stocks have a lot of potential to become future multi-baggers, and this space is what we need to explore. However, there are three big challenges with micro-cap stocks. Challenge number one is that micro-cap space is a very large space because the stock number 501 to 5000 listed on stock exchange is what the micro-cap space is defined by, and finding good micro-cap stocks from this huge range is an extremely Herculean task. Challenge number two is that micro-cap stocks are highly risky and highly volatile. You might see a micro-cap stock going up by 20% in a day, and the very next day it might come down by 20%. And challenge number three with micro-cap stocks is that there is very limited information about micro-cap stocks, and hence the decision making is very difficult. So in this video, I am going to analyze three micro-cap stocks, and these are not recommendations. My intent is to share with you a lot of insights about these three stocks in a meaningful and a very simple presentation. Before I give you a lot of insights about these three micro-cap stocks, let me also tell you where you can go and find a lot of information about micro-cap stocks. So I'm heading to a platform called Sovereign that contains a lot of insights about micro-cap stocks. In fact, right now they are running a 45 days free trial account, and if you're interested to learn about micro-cap stocks, you can create your account. The link is in the description or in the pinned comments. After you create the account and log in, you will come to this screen here and simply go and click on Discovery button here. Now Sovereign platform categorize micro-cap stocks into various buckets. So for example, you see large order receipts here. There are 182 stocks in this particular bucket, meaning there are 182 micro-cap stocks that have got large orders recently, and if that's what you want to explore, you can go ahead and check this bucket out. But for the purposes of this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down here and come to the sectoral theme here, and I'm going to pick the first stock from the green energy bucket. So we are going to click on this bucket here. There are 19 companies, and you're going to see these companies on my screen. Just simply scroll down, and the stock that I want to discuss in this particular video is a stock called Oriana Power Limited. You can simply click on this read button here and it will bring you a lot of information about this particular stock that you can read through. But in the next 2 to 3 minutes, let me summarize all of this information in a very simple and a meaningful way. If you look at my screen, you will note that Oriana Power Limited in the last 8 months have given a massive rally. The stock has gone up by 708% in the matter of 8 months time since December 2023. But since June 2024, the stock has been correcting and it has fallen by almost 32%, right now trading at around 1990 rupees level. Immediate question may be that Rahul, the stock is already given massive rally. Stock is trading at 2000 level. Why are we even talking about such stocks that are given massive rallies? And here comes my first hypercritical point that most people fail to understand, that this company in the month of July issued a preferential issue. You can read this detail here, and the company allotted stocks at a price of 1810 premium. So meaning 1820 rupees per share. 10 rupees is the face value of the stock. 1820 rupees per share basis, company allotted 13,38,000 stocks. What does this tell you? This tells you that 1820 rupees per share has become a psychological barrier that, in my view, it's very hard for the stock to come down at that level, because 13,38,000 shares was issued by the company to a lot of investors who bought this particular stock at 1820 rupees per share price basis. And when I was doing deep dive analysis of this company, I found the exact list of people who bought this particular stock at that price. And you can see that list on my screen here. There are about, if I go down here, you will see that there are about 164 high net worth investors. You can in fact see their names as well, which are non-promoters who subscribe to this preferential issue at a price of 1820 rupees per share. And in my view, that has set a psychological barrier right now that the stock is very unlikely, again never say never in stock market, but unlikely to fall below 1820 level, because there has been a preferential issue already in the company. Okay Rahul, we understand that there is good demand of this particular stock, but there could be a lot of risks with such stocks. Absolutely 100%. So allow me next 2 to 3 minutes of time and I'll give you positives of this stock. I'll give you the negatives or the risks with this stock so that you have a very balanced view. First, let me speak about the positives. Point number one is that if you look at the P&L account of this particular stock, you will see a huge growth in the top line and huge growth in the bottom line profits as well. If I look at the compounded sales growth in the trailing 12 month, it has grown by 181% from a top line perspective. If you look at the compounded profit growth in the trailing 12 month, it has grown by 390%. If you look at the return on equity, you will see that the last year company delivered 169% of return on equity. That's why the stock has rallied by 486% in the last 1 year. Okay, Rahul, this looks very impressive. Give us more details about this company. So very recently, if you again go back to Sovereign here, I was reading about this company. 9th of September, the company got an order worth 520 crore by Dalmia Cement Limited, very reputed brand. But more importantly, the company which generated 383 crores of revenue in the year FY 2024 has won this order of 520 crores. That tells me that the company is set to grow further. Also, on 3rd of September, if you see my screen, you will note that Oriana Power also got an order from Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited for a value of 247 crores. So these companies like Dalmia Cement, Bharat Petroleum are very reputed companies, and if this Oriana Power Limited is able to bag orders from reputed brands, it tells me that the company is set to grow further. Also, if you look at my screen, you will see that the company is coming up with a gigafactory in partnership with a US based green hydrogen manufacturer company called Split Waters. You can also read some of the more details about this company in this particular snippet, but I'm going to go further and tell you a bit more about this company. See, this company operates mainly into 4 segments. One is solar, second is compressed biogas. In fact, I talked about the future of compressed biogas when I was talking about Praj Industries, one of the stock that I analyzed on my YouTube member community, posting detailed analysis of Praj Industry and why I think Praj Industry is going to do much better in the future because of what they're doing in the area of compressed biogas. And if you want to receive such insightful analysis on a daily basis, then you can consider subscribing to my YouTube member community. Simply go to my channel, press on join button and become part of this member community where you're going to learn insightful analysis almost on a daily basis, because I spend 5 to 6 hours almost on a daily basis in the stock market. The feedback from the community members have been excellent and you're going to learn a lot with this community. Coming back, the third segment that the company is working in is battery energy storage, very hot area right now. Again, I talked about one of the stocks called Exicom in this particular space. Also, fourth one is the green hydrogen, very future forward looking sort of a sector. Now, if you look at the valuation of this company, you will very quickly note the PE ratio of this company is at 70, while the industry PE is at around 90. The PB of this company is at 25.98, while the industry PB is at 51. If you look at the technicals of this company, very quickly you will note that there is a support here at around 1968 level, first support level. The second support will be at around 1814 level. This is where the preferential issue also happened at the same price. So these are the 2 strong support levels. There's a big resistance at around 3000 level. Okay, Rahul, so what are some of the negatives of this company? Well, first negative is that the stock after hitting 3000 level has been falling continuously and right now is trading at around 2000 level. So the risk of more correction is there, but in my view, the second support level, which is at around 1820 level, is likely to act as a strong support level because of the preferential issue, but it doesn't mean that the stock may not fall because it is already given a massive rally of around 700% in just 8 months of period. So this massive risk remains with this particular company because of a high PE ratio, high PB ratio. Of course, it is slightly lower than the industry, but still there has been a lot of rally already in this particular stock. So we cannot really ignore that factor. And risk number 2 in this particular stock is that preferential issue generally have a lock-in period of 6 months. So the people who have invested and got this stock at 1820 level in the month of July might want to exit this stock in the month of January, February time frame, because that's where the 6 months will happen. And therefore you really need to be cognizant of this timeline of January, February 2025. So I've given you a lot of details about this particular stock, and if you like this analysis, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments a simple thank you. It will motivate me to come up with such content for you at zero cost. With that, let's move to stock number 2. The second stock that I want to speak about is from the defense sector. So for that, I'm heading back to Sovereign tool, and if I just scroll down here and you will see defense as a bucket here. So let's click on 21 companies here, and if you scroll further down, you're going to see Nibe Limited, a company that is operating in the defense sector. So let's click on this particular stock. This is the stock that I'm interested to analyze. Now this stock is trading at around 1998 level at the time of recording this video, and the stock has given a massive rally in the last 1 year of 286%. And if I show you the last 5 years, the massive rally started somewhere here in the month of June 2023. So in the last 12 to 18 months, the stock has given a massive rally. Now let me tell you why this massive rally. So if you look at the P&L account of this particular stock, you will very quickly note that in the last 2 years, their revenues have skyrocketed. Their profits have also gone 4 times, from 5 crore to 22 crores. So the trailing 12-month growth in terms of the sales has been around 200%. Profit growth has been around 404%, and that's why the stock prices have appreciated by 279% in the last 1 year. And if I look at the balance sheet of this company, you will very quickly note the borrowings have gone up, and the company as of March 2024 has around 69 crores of borrowings. Now, one of the things that I like about this stock is that if you come back to Sovereign and read this 17th September update, very recent 3 days before update, that the government of Maharashtra has assigned a mega project status for this company's proposed manufacturing facility at MIDC Shardi. Now, this project is going to see an investment of 1200 crores. Now, this is really big. 1200 crores of investment in a company that is making revenues wise, if I come back here, show you 363 crores of revenue that the company has made in the last year. The company is going to see an investment of almost 1200 crores. So this stock is not an overnight stock. Please understand that, because 1200 crores is a huge money. The company will need to put this money in factory. The factory will start producing products, and it will take some time for the company to start generating return on this investment, which is 1200 crores. But this company looks to me is going to set for another future growth in the next 3 to 5 years, depending on how they use these funds, how they sell these products that are likely to come into the market. Now, another very important point that we need to understand about Nibbe Limited is that if you look at the shareholding patterns, you will very quickly see that FI's investment between March 2023 to March 2024 has gone up from 1.42% to almost 11%. And if I just put these timelines into the stock prices, you will very quickly note that in the same time frame, there has been a huge rally. So this rally can be explained by FII's buying stake in this particular company. While if you see this dip here, this is where the FIs has been selling. And if I show you that the June 2024, August 2024, FIs have reduced their stakes, and that is why stocks saw a blip. My point here is that this is a FI dominated stock. So FIs, when they come and buy the stock prices go up. When the FIs start selling this particular stock, the stock prices may come down. This is particularly a risk that you need to be aware. But there is also a positive side that not many micro cap stocks get investments from DIIs or FIIs, but this company seemed to have got around 8% of their stake held by FIIs. That is very positive in my view. Okay, Rahul, so what does this company actually produce? So have a look at my screen. You are going to see some of the products that the company is producing: fuel storage tank, road mobile launcher army erecting frames, damper structure. All these products is what the company is producing. I am not a defense expert to tell you how these products are used. Please read this and do some basic Google around these products so that you can learn a bit more about this company's products. If you look at the valuation of this company, Nibbe is trading at around 90 right now versus industry PE of 73. PB is at around 17 versus industry PB of 9, which is very high in my view. And if you look at the median PE in the last 1 year, the company has been trading at a very high PE of 111. Right now, the PE is at around 95. And if I look at the price to book ratio in the last 1 year, median PB has been around 24. Right now, the stock is trading at around 17. Now, one of the risks with this stock is that this operates in the defense segment. And right now, sentimentally, defense stocks has been down. So you really need to be aware of that particular risk. But to be honest, since the time the company announced this 1200 crores of investment in a project, the stock prices have gone up. So somewhere from here, the stock prices have gone up, which is totally opposite to what has been happening to many defense stocks such as HAL, Bharat Electronics Limited, and so on. Technically, if you look at the resistance and support of this particular stock, you will see that there is a huge resistance at 2253 level. There is a first level of support at around 1695. So companies like this are highly risky, and you really need to be aware that micro cap stocks are highly risky in nature, and you might see a lot of volatility in such stocks. With that, let's move to stock number 3. So I'm heading back to Sovereign again, and this time I'm going to go down and find the consumption bucket, because this bucket contains slightly lower risky stocks in my view. So let's go ahead and have a look at that. And if you come down, you are going to see, if you scroll down further, you will see a stock called Annapurna Swadist Limited. So if you click on this, you are going to see a lot of details about this particular stock, but let me give you 2 to 3 minutes of commentary about this particular company. This is a FMCG company, and in the last 1 year, stock has gone up by around 50%, and the stock is trading at around 416 rupees level. But more importantly, recently company concluded a qualified institutional buying allotment QIB, and a lot of institutional buyers, you can see the list here, got this company's stock at around 413 rupees per share. Right now the stock is trading at around 416. So in my view, 413 or 415 rupees level becomes a very solid support level for this particular stock, because a lot of buying has happened by the institutional buyers at this particular price. Now, why are institutional buyers interested in this particular micro stock? Because if you look at the P&L of this company, you will note that the growth in the last last 2 years has been very good in terms of the top line. In terms of the bottom line as well, the profits have doubled in the last 1 year. So the growth is there. So this being a FMCG company which is growing at a sales growth of 66% in the last trailing 12 month, 99% profit growth in the trailing 12 month, this being a micro cap stock, this is where the growth lies, and that's why institutional buyers have bought the stock at around 413 rupees per share level. Rahul, we have not even heard about this company. So if you go to the website, you will see that the company is a FMCG company selling potato chips, candies, bhujiyas, and many other FMCG products. And the reason you might not have heard about this particular company is this is a regional player, mainly operating in West Bengal, Jharkhand, Assam, that sort of area. So this is not yet operating at national level. That's why you might not have heard about this company. Now, just before qualified institutional buying allotment that the company did on 29th of August, the company also acquired a company called Madhur Confectioners Private Limited for a value of 180 crores. So what is happening here is that the company has raised money by doing an allotment using QIB, and now they're putting some of this money, maybe 180 crores, into buying another company. And in my view, that's a very good use of fund that the company has put this money in acquiring another FMCG company. So the top line and bottom line growth from Madhur Confectioner Limited is also going to get added into Annapurna Swadist Limited. If you look at the balance sheet of this company, the borrowings have gone up 57 crores, which is fine because a company that is likely to grow is spending money in growing their operations to national level. If you look at the shareholding patterns right now, because it is showing June 2024, you are not likely to see any FIs, DIs here, but when it gets updated in the next quarter, you are likely to see the QIBs that has happened get reflected here in this FIs and DIs section as well. Now coming to the valuations of this stock, it is trading at a PE of 63 versus industry PE of 38. So higher than the industry PE right now. The PB is at 6.75 versus 3.65 industry PB. So again, higher than the industry PB. But if you look at the chart here, in the last 1 year of PE median, that is at 39. Right now, the stock is trading at around 51, higher than the median PE right now. If I look at the PB ratio in the last 1 year, you will note that the company's median PB has been 5.8. Right now, the stock is trading at around 6.7. But more importantly, if you look at the technicals of this company, what you are going to see is that this fall that you notice has happened mainly because of the QIB that the company issued, and 417 rupees or 15 rupees level, in my view, is going to act the new support level of this company, because the company has just issued QIB and FIs and DIs have bought the stock at 412 rupees level. So this is likely to act at a very strong support in my view. Rahul, what are the risks with this company? So in my view, the commodity prices drive FMCG stock prices a lot. So we don't know what is likely to happen in that regard. Point number 2 is that I do not know what is the growth guidance that the management has given. I could not find any information about the growth guidance. So that is a limitation right now. And point number 3 is that GST changes can also impact stocks like these, because very recently GST was reduced from 18% to 12% on namkeen products. So this company is likely to get benefited, but in future GST changes might pose some risk with this company. So I could only cover 3 microcap stocks in this video, but if you want to explore more, go to the Sovereign platform and go ahead and explore a lot of buckets that you will see in Sovereign platform. They're right now offering 45 days free trial account. The link is in the description or in the pinned comments. Go ahead and try it out yourself. With that, I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, keep rocking.